Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping into, well, a pretty long-standing tech debate, XML versus JSON.
Yeah, it's almost a philosophical battle, isn't it? How data should be structured and sent around.
Exactly. So our mission today is to figure out, why are both still around and where does each one really shine?
Okay, so the foundation XML came first, 1998, from SGML, Think Documents. It's designed for self-describing, structured information, human-readable, machine-readable.
Right.
JSON, 2001, derived from JavaScript. It's all about data, specifically making it super easy to serialize programming objects, lightweight.
So XML was there first. What made developers, especially for the web, kind of flock to JSON? Was it just speed?
Speed and simplicity, yeah. Performance was a big one. XML is just wordy. You need those opening and closing tags for everything. That means bigger files, bigger payloads going over the network. JSON uses that key value structure, much more concise.
Less data, less bandwidth, faster load times, especially on mobile, right?
Exactly. Smaller payloads mean lower latency, but the real kicker was parsing.
Processing the data once it arrives.
Yeah. JSON maps almost perfectly to native data structures in like JavaScript, Python, you name it. You can often parse it with just one built-in function, like json.parse. Super fast.
Okay, and XML?
XML is more complex. It has features like attributes, namespaces. You need dedicated parsers, DOM, SACs. They're more resource intensive.
So heavier lifting required.
Definitely. We saw actual data, applications saw API response times drop maybe up to 30%.
Wow, 30%. Okay, if you're running a big API, that's not trivial. That's huge.
It really was a big deal for scaling.
All right, but here's the puzzle. Podcasting.
Yeah.
It's massive, it's decentralized, and it runs entirely on RSS.
Which is an application of XML, yeah.
So why hasn't that world been forced over to something faster like JSON, if speed is king?
Well, it's because that RSS feed, that XML file, it's the fundamental contract. It's the stable link between the creator, the hosting platform, all the podcast directories like Apple or Spotify, and the app on your phone.
A decentralized contract, yeah.
Exactly. And the whole system hinges on its stability, especially that little enclosure tag that points to the audio file, migrating everyone globally to a new JSON format.
The switching cost would be astronomical.
Prohibitive. You'd risk fragmenting the entire ecosystem. It works, it's good enough, so why break it?
Okay, but podcasting has evolved. We have chapters, transcripts now.
Yeah.
How does XML handle that without breaking older apps?
That's where XML's extensibility comes in. Through namespaces, think of them like optional add-on modules.
Okay.
So initiatives like Podcasting 2.0 define a new namespace like podcast and put new tags like podcast.transcript inside it.
And older apps just ignore tags they don't recognize.
Precisely. They just skip over the whole namespace block. Newer apps see the namespace, understand the tags, and use the new features. Backward compatibility is maintained.
Clever. So XML provides stability and extensibility there. But shifting gears, when would you choose XML today? Not because of legacy, but for a new project. Where's the integrity argument?
Validation. That's XML's strong suit. It has a really robust built-in way to define and enforce structure using something called XSD, XML schema definition.
Like a strict blueprint for the data.
Exactly. Mandatory. This is critical in sectors where data integrity is paramount. Think financial transactions, formal B2B data exchanges. Every piece of data must conform.
In JSON.
JSON relies on external standards like JSON schema. It works, it's flexible, but the onus is more on the developer to implement and enforce that validation. It's less built-in, more opt-in, you could say.
More agile, maybe, but less rigid?
Right. And that difference reflects a design philosophy. Look at Nostr, that new decentralized social thing. They chose simple JSON for their core messages, their event objects. Why? Their whole philosophy is dumb relays, smart clients. Keep the protocol dead simple to lower the barrier to entry, make it easy for anyone to build clients or relays, maximize resilience.
So they traded XML's rigid structure for JSON's agility and accessibility.
Exactly. Speed and simplicity trumped formal, built-in validation for their goals.
Okay, so it boils down to need rock-solid structure, guaranteed validation, maybe human readability. Think XML. Need speed, ease of use with web tech, agility, go with JSON.
That's a pretty good summary of the main trade-offs.
Yeah, all right. So final thought then, is XML fading away or is there more to the story?
Well, JSON clearly dominates APIs, no question. But here's something interesting. XML's core strength, its descriptive nature, using tags to define meaning. That's finding a new life.
How so?
With large language models, with AI, people are starting to use XML tags to structure complex prompts. Wrapping instructions, data, constraints within specific XML tags helps guide the AI's reasoning, adds clarity and rigor.
Huh. So the very thing that makes it verbose, the descriptive tags, is becoming useful again for talking to AI.
Potentially, yes. It shows that the fundamental idea behind XML, defining the structure and meaning of information explicitly, still has value, even in these very modern contexts. It's not just about data transfer anymore.